have to look at that and see if they work. But it's not giving me a warning anymore, so that's a good sign. Of course, now those taillights don't look quite cool enough. I mean, they're LED, but I feel like they need to be smoked now. Alright, welcome back. The goal for today was to work in the S10, but we've still got a trailer full of crap in the garage that I have to unload. And I have a few maintenance things we need to do on our tow rig. So we've got ourselves a 2015 Ram 1500. It's only a half ton, but it's got the full tow package on it, and it's four-wheel drive, so it's been real good for towing. But we got to fix a couple things on it. You saw us fix the brake light. That was out, and now we got to fix a problem with our running boards. Alright, it's another problem I'm having. I know I'm off screen, but my beard's not. Look. Anyway. Yeah, that's the one. I need to replace this end cap that came up missing, and it's missing because it got smushed, and it's up, pushed all up in here, and this will not line up now. If I line that up where it's supposed to go, it doesn't fit. Actually, I think it goes like that. This whole thing's pushed up on the end, so let me fight with that a little bit, and we'll see if we can get that figured out. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to practice metalworking on this, because I don't know jack squat about metalworking, really. I mean, I know some, but not much. So let me clean this up first. I don't want to be pounding any dirt into it, but let's get this cleaned up, and then we'll start working on it. Let's start whaling on this thing. Alright, here goes Unprofessionalism 101. I'm not 100% sure where I should attack this first. Part of me thinks I got a really high spot right here, so I feel like I should probably try and knock that down. I don't think I can get my hand out in there far enough. Oh, no, there's stuff in the way in there. My hand doesn't fit. So I was going to stick that in there. Which I might do here, just to try and get this tipped edge flattened out. Yeah, like that. But these puckers here, I think I need to just drive straight down onto them. And I think I'm not going to risk messing up my body hammer, which is already not very good looking. So I think I'm going to get a regular hammer and try and knock that down a little bit. I do also have some plastic hammers, so maybe we'll try that first. See if that works. I need hearing protection. My ears are ringing just from those couple of hits. Woo, those are cold! That's moving down. It's just taking a while. I think I'm going to attack these real quick. I'm just going to kind of pick away at all this stuff a little bit at a time, because like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. One of my favorite body working tools, big ass slip joint, or not slip joint. I forget the official name of these things. Everybody calls them crescent wrenches, but they're that's a brand name. I don't know how I am about using brand names. I'm seeing though, of course, why that wasn't coming out so easy. There's some bodywork guys out there going, just do A, B, and C, but I don't know. Let's see, I'm sure I can mess this up if I try hard enough. That's actually getting real close now. Actually, it's really close now to being straight. Just a little bit of gap right there. Double check our fit real quick. Alright, let's keep whaling on it. Big old raised area right here. A little better. But yeah, I got dent here, giant scrape here. This thing got hit really hard. Dent here. This whole area here is low. And this whole area right here where it bolts to the running board is high, which makes sense. If it got hit really hard, it would have pulled up against these two mounts. So yeah, we'll keep working this. We're going to work this. Let's see if I can get that up in there. Yeah, let's try that. That's better. Alright, it's coming down. That's actually all, it's not good, I mean, geez. If this was a auto body, that wouldn't work at all, but since it's on the bottom side of this thing, that might work just fine there. It starts to spread out here, right about here. This whole area needs to come in and get flattened out. Yeah, it's got a big old gap. So yeah, the whole side's still gap coming way out over here. So I think I might just pound on that a little bit. This looks like it's raising. Where's the cap? Where's the cap? Okay, now I feel stupid. What the hell? What the? Seriously, this is how I roll, man. There it is. Jeez. It's getting a lot closer, actually. So let's keep wailing on it. Right about there. Well, that is getting better. Spot every time, that would help. So it's curving back in there. Right there. Well, that's actually not bad. Well, it's still out, but it's coming back. It's this whole area right here now. Where'd we end up over here? That's actually not so bad. Shit, damn near fits now. So we need to round that over a little bit, bring this up a hair, and then bring this part up a hair, pound that in just a smidgen. We should be right there. That doesn't look like much, but it's actually moving. Okay. That's still a mess, but I'm not sure that's going to matter much. That's better, but it still needs to come down here. Yeah, it slips in way easier now. I didn't have to force it so much. Alright, so we can drop it in here. Let me see how much gets covered. Oh yeah, it's got to come way up here. Alright. Oh yeah, much better. Alright. Alright, so we just gotta get this up. I assume you guys have figured out this is not a how-to, right? It's just this area is really getting in the way. So that's still got to come up quite a ways, but I have a theory on that. Plus I got to bring this over just a hair still. So let's do that first. That's still got to come up a little bit, but it is getting better, I think. At a certain point I'm just spinning my wheels, but whatever. Oh yeah, that made it fit quite a bit better. Oh, it's a lot closer. All right, now that spot's got to come up. And this still has to come up some too. But it's much better over here, like a lot better. And see, it's a lot better across here, so we're getting there. That still needs to come in. Wow, you can really see how bent down it is here. It's like a mile. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I think I've got it close enough to where visually it'll look good. This was the biggest problem, was this area here. Because when you're looking at the truck, you can see it was tweaked. And now it's looking a lot more like, a lot less noticeable out on this area. It's still way, okay, so it's flat here, but then it's out this last 6 inches or so. I can't help myself. That's not terrible. So it can visually be alright. It doesn't have to be perfect. Well, obviously, I'm working on it. That slips in much better now, actually. Well, shit, that might be the ticket. Survey says... Yeah, survey says that's actually pretty decent. Shit. It's in. Alright, that needs a little tweaking. That fits really good. It's sticking out a little here. But man, it's sliding in pretty easy now. Well, folks, I think I can probably live with that. Almost. Almost. It doesn't want to stay in by itself, so maybe I will trim off this little bit just to make life a little easier. And get done with this so we get back to working on stuff that's more interesting. Let's fix this spot real quick. Oh, yeah, I made it way better. Alright. That stayed in that time. Can I get both sides in at the same time? Nah. Trying to spring back out a little bit, which we can't have. So yeah, let me just take that little bit off right there. You can see where it's scraping, so let's see if I can just push this through. Yep, there we go. Alright. Push this through here. Alright. Whoops. Gotta lock that thing, don't you? Alright. Not too bad. I'm just going to trim off the little bit of excess on there. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Well, that fits nicely there. This side fits okay too. I think it's time to put this thing on, call it good. It's not perfect, like I said, I'm not an expert at body working. So, you know, if I could get to both sides, I could have gotten this really straight, but I can't really. I suck, so there you go. It's the best as it's going to get. Alright, let's find some screws and get this thing in there. Alright, so the old screws were saved because a piece of the old cap was still in there. This piece here, where it ripped off. So, now we get to mount her up. Put it in here in such a way as it tries to hold it in place tightly. There we go. Yeah, hold it tight there. This side wants to pop out a little bit, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap it in. There we go. And put this over close to the edge. Okay, there we go. Now when the head flattens out, it should pull it in tight. And it did. It's really tight on the side you can't see. Isn't that handy? But at any rate, from this far away, it looks fine. So, let's get her back on the truck. Alright, so I didn't bother filming sticking it back on the truck because it's just 4 bolts, but as you can see, that looks much, much better. And even because I pounded down that area a little bit, the gap from front to back is a little better than it was too. It's not perfect, but you know what? Good chance at some point we're going to put some electric steps on this thing or something. Alright, so there's 20 minutes of me beating on some metal improperly. But all's well that ends well, right? It ended up looking alright. Once it's back on the truck, it looks fine. And that's really what my goal was in the first place. Just get the cap back on it and get it looking like it's supposed to. And we did that. I obviously could have done it much better using some heat or even cutting it out, straightening everything and then welding it back in. There's a lot of things I could have done differently, but this wasn't really worth the time to fix, just a stock running board. But what we did notice was that that stock factory running board was actually held on with threaded inserts, like I had featured in a previous video. What we'll notice is it was really a testament to the strength of those things, because that thing took a serious hit, and rather than just ripping out the screws that were holding it like it would have happened with some sheet metal screws, those rivets held to the point where it made 2 little volcanoes around the rivets, if you will, where it puckered the sheet metal. So those things hold in there good. They're really strong. So, that's a testament to their strength. So those things work really well. What else we got going on? So I got the trailer cleaned off. I went through and evaluated the engines, and we'll feature that in the next video. I didn't want to make the video too long, so I'll put that out here shortly. I'm not going to make you wait a week. And we also are going to finish up the S10 front suspension. Now, it's already done. I already filmed it all, but I filmed it all while we were getting ready to move, so that's why you guys never saw it. But we'll call that our catch-up video, and we'll get you guys up to speed on where the truck is right now, front suspension-wise, and what things I still need to address. And there's a lot of things to address, so the S10 is going to be the focus of the next several videos, because there's a lot of fixes and repairs I need to do to it to make it a little more drivable. The engine needs to be freshened at some point. If I'm not going to put a V8 in it, I might not. You guys let me know what you think of that in the comments, because I don't really want to put a V8 in it. It's not a race car, and that's a whole bunch of money to spend rebuilding the V8 and getting it in there that I don't think I need to. I think the truck would benefit from putting money into it elsewhere. I would need to do some more suspension work. I want to line up the body a little better still. I still want to do I'm going to do a front bumper tuck on it. I need to get the correct rear bumper on it, and I want to make it a lot more drivable. Get it to where it can be a little lower, even if maybe, but have more ground clearance. So there's a whole bunch of stuff we need to do to that truck. So we're going to be focusing on that. Stereo system needs to be gone through. All my speakers are bad. I need to address the interior. The list goes on and on. So we're going to have a lot of content coming up on the S10. But for now, let's just call it there. And hopefully I'll get a video out here shortly. Not have to wait another week, because like I said, I already filmed some stuff and I just got to do the editing. So hey man, I really appreciate you guys watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.